What's up, everybody? I'm Matty Matheson, and welcome today to Cooking Something. Cooking Something is a show where I'm taking food and I'm cooking something with it, okay? You guys are at home being like, what the fuck do I cook? I don't know. I'm just trying to make something out of nothing, but we got something, and now I'm cooking something, and we're all here working together, trying to make each other feel good, eat good. You're cooking at home, self-esteem. I've gone over this how many times? You're cooking, you're making yourself feel good. Somebody eats it, they're like, holy fuck, that tastes really amazing. They're like, yeah, I learned how to make that from Matty. And then they're like, oh my God, I love that guy. He's such a fucking idiot. And I'm like, yeah! And now we're here. What is going on here? It looks like a bunch of fucking leftovers, doesn't it? This beautiful turkey, stuffing, gravy, eggs, mashed potatoes. And now what do I do with it? In my brain, you know what my brain says? I should make Thanksgiving cakes. You know crab cakes? Who in the fucking world doesn't love a crab cake? Today we're gonna make friggin' leftover turkey cakes. Is that cool? Is that a deal? Does that sound great to you? Okay, well let me show you how friggin' easy this is gonna be. Cause I was like, how do I do this? Cause I've never done this before. Also, you don't have to use all of it. If you got a bunch of, if people are coming around and hanging out and you got a bunch of family members that you hate, you don't have to make them breakfast, okay? Make 1 or 2 of these, make 3 of these, just for the inner sanctum, for the trust tree. Your stupid uncle over there that's like, fell asleep halfway through dinner and stinks, leave him alone. He doesn't get one of these, okay? Fuck that dude. So, we're gonna take half of the stuffing, so like 2 cups of stuffing, half of the mashed potatoes, okay? Ba-ba-boom. We want that dark meat. So I'm gonna do the wing and the leg, and we're gonna put some skin in there because it's gonna crisp up. There's a lot of like tendons and stuff in here actually. Yeah, like there's like these like long kind of bone tendon things. Be careful in that turkey leg. Gotta get all of those out of this turkey meat, okay? And we're just gonna cut this up a little bit. I don't think I honestly have seen anybody ever do this, honestly. Truthfully. Also, there's so much flavor in this already because there's mashed potatoes, there's the turkey, there's the stuffing, little pockets of turkey, little pieces of skin in there, little mashed potatoes, little stuffing. They're gonna be pretty dark, I think, just because of the stuffing and the seasoning of the poultry. I think these are gonna brown very dark. I'm excited for this. I've never made something like this. This could be a big one for me. I've done a lot of interesting recipes in my life, and I think this could be maybe a new one. Where like I've done a Thanksgiving video, how many times can I do the same shit, And I think this is gonna be interesting. So, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 beautiful little cakes. I'm gonna add about a ½ inch of oil on the bottom of this pan. We're gonna make sure that this gets nice and hot. And once again, I have not done this. I'm very excited to see what the fuck happens. Let's see how the fuck this goes, okay? Let's just do one and see. If this comes out perfect, I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth. You fucking kidding me? Very stressful. I'm stressed out more than I've ever been in my entire life. Look, 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 look. Oh, weird, it's perfect. It's perfect. I'm gonna do just a couple at a time, just not to crowd the pan. Holy cat shit. Oh, this smells incredible. I think this is a holy cat shit moment. Look at that. Ooh. They're gonna come out a little bit darker because of that bread. And that stuffing already has that poultry seasoning in it, and it's already kind of dark. And it just caramelized, but look at those edges, those crispy edges. Holy fuckaroni. This is maybe the best thing I've ever seen with like reheating, leftovers. This is gonna be one of those things, I'm telling you. Internet, you fucking dum-dums. Woo! Damn, fool. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. I'll tell you that much. This is fire. I'm gonna fry up some butter. Get that pan nice and good like that. There we go. And we want to fry an egg, like medium heat. I'm gonna do like 3 eggs and that's it. Look at those yolks. Do a little salt, a little fresh cracked pep on there. Look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. Warm up the gravy. As you're frying your eggs, warm up the gravy. Then just break them apart, push them away from each other. Look at this. A couple fresh cracked peps in the gravy, no problem. Here we go. This is it, okay? This breakfast, hopefully, is one that will allow you to not be super stressful, We just jammed it together. Oh yeah, look at this, watch. Oh yeah. Gonna put a cake in each one. Look at this. Woo! Woo! Holy shit. Now a little egg on top. Look at this. How beautiful is that? You kidding me right now? It's right here, it's for you, it's for me. You ever seen that before? A couple turkey cakes? I'm sure you've seen something like it. You wanna see some action? You wanna get tight on this motherfucker? You want some macros, some micros? Oh. Oh, 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 oh.
That's nice.
Have a bite? Let me try it. Let me see what's cooking over here. I know that this is gonna be fucking. There's 65 fucking trains going full speed. Speed train. You ever been on the fucking, what's that fast train in Tokyo? The fucking, what's that one? Shinkansen? Have you ever been on the Shinkansen train? The bullet train? You ever been on the bullet train in Japan? There's about 45, 65, 70, there's about 100 of those going straight to fucktown. You make this, okay? This is true, look at that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. Take 2 minutes and make cakes and fry them up. Even without the egg, don't even have to make breakfast, but like, holy fuck. This is the best way to reheat turkey now. I'm gonna do this all the time. Thanks to DraftKings for sponsoring today's video. I'm here to tell you about the ultimate way to get in on the action this season. I might be far from the field, but I'm never far from the excitement from rolling with it, DraftKings Sportsbook. So listen up, new customers. You can bet just $5 on anything. And if your bet wins, you'll score a whopping $150 in bonus bets. That's right, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code Matty to claim your crown. Let me tell you, you can really crank up the fun with those bonus bets. Try our DraftKings same game parlays and combine multiple bets from the same game for a shot at an even bigger payout. If sports betting isn't available in your state just yet, don't sweat it. DraftKings is your one-stop shop for daily fantasy, where you can jump in on the action and have a shot at winning some cash prizes. So what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook now. That's a promo code Matty, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's get cooking. Home style cookery! When was the last time you had a beautiful sweet potato Waldorf salad? When was the last time you had a fucking Waldorf salad? I don't know. I don't think I've ever even had a Waldorf salad. So who knows? But today on Waldorf Salad History Month, wait, today's the day. This is Gonzo. We don't need it anymore, because guess what I got? 368 pages of pure, beautiful recipes of home cookery. And within that, we got the beautiful Waldorf sweet potato salad. This dish came to me in a whirlwind storm of classics, smashing waves of sweet potato dreams. Of course, the texture of the baked, sweet, and caramelized potato pairs perfectly with the blue cheese, the breadcrumbs, the tarragon, and anise rounds out all of the flavors. Then you have to go over the top with the warm maple vinaigrette. This dish is a must in the winter season for dinner parties that will bring your mouth and soul back to the 1920s, where the Waldorf belongs. This is us. We're taking it to the next level, okay? We're gonna take it to the next, I don't even know if we're gonna take it to the next level. We're just gonna take it to this level, okay? So I made breadcrumbs, I was making croutons, and I forgot we were shooting a friggin' show, and I don't got any more bread, so guess what, everybody? Welcome to Homestyle Cookery, and we already have some croutons in the oven. You just put a little bit of olive oil, you put a little salt and pepper on them. We're gonna roast them at, 375 until golden brown. We're gonna take those out, and then we're gonna pulse them. We're gonna make some breadcrumbs to go with our sweet potato Waldorf salad. We got some beautiful, we got this. It's just a beautiful crouton. We just wanted to heat that up, and I want to blitz this to make a beautiful little crouton, a little texture to our Waldorf. perfect, olive oily, salty croutons into beautiful fresh breadcrumb? I think so! And that's how you make breadcrumbs. I have some beautiful sweet potatoes that we roasted off. Oh, check this out. We're gonna peel back our sweet potato. Look at this. This is what I love. This is what I love. Oh, oh,
He's so sexy.
oh. Beautiful. Let's take that off. Oh. You roast your sweet potatoes. You don't have to stick forks in them or anything like that. I never like to stick forks in them because the skin will puff up from the heat and steam and all those natural sugars caramelize, get these beautiful dark spots. You can bake those in an oven at, 350, 425, whatever temperature you really want. It doesn't really matter. You're still gonna roast them. You wanna just be able to stick a fork in them, and as soon as they're soft, you pull them out, they're gonna steam and just get beautiful. You'll be able to peel that skin off beautifully, and you have these beautiful, succulent, rich, sweet, baked sweet potatoes. And now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna slice up some grapes, then we're gonna make a warm maple vinaigrette. So we just slice up the grapes. We're gonna bubble up some butter. So take 2 big tablespoons of butter, 4 tablespoons maple syrup. So we're just gonna froth up, boil up the maple syrup, the butter, it'll emulsify into itself. So once we get it frothing, hit it with some lemon juice. We can just turn the heat right off, and we're gonna add just a little bit of salt to it. That lemon juice, maple, butter, just a little bit of salt. This is a beautiful little vinaigrette. Some people would put nuts. You know what? I don't like nuts. I'm not a huge nut fan, okay? Not a huge nut fan. So I didn't want to put nuts in this because I was, probably could have done some research on an actual Waldorf salad. I'm gonna take 2 spoons. Here we go. Yeah, watch how easy this is gonna be. Look how easy this is, okay? You just take 2 forks, 2 spoons, whatever you want. Push it around. Very easy to do. And now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna plate it. Watch this. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of vinaigrette. Oof. We're gonna do a little bit of a drizzle. Get that baseline really pumping. Hit it with a little bit of salt, a little fresh cracked pepper. We got some beautiful Roquefort cheese. Whatever's your favorite kind of blue cheese. And if you don't like blue cheese, you can use like a camembert, or you could use a Rio Pal, or like a triple cream. Then we're gonna just take our sliced grapes. We're just gonna let these drop down. Then we're gonna take our little breadcrumbs and just kind of do a little dusting here, there, little pockets. And then we have our beautiful tarragon leaves. And you just pick these. See, this thing is so easy. And this can feed like 6 people. If you're making this as a side, or once again, if you're doing this just for you wanna smash this to the face? I wanna hit it with like just one more like little drizz, a little lemon. It's a pretty rich dish. You guys never see me do this stuff because I always gotta do the big way. You know, I can make just little cute salads. Little delicious, precious little salads. I love them. Vegetarians, let's go. Beautiful vegetarian dish. Well, now, yeah, sure. Vegetables. A little bit of cheese, a little bit of butter. You don't have to use it. You can use it. It's up to you. I get to try this now. The sweet potato Waldorf. Look at this. Wow. Wow. I'm telling you something. This is fantastic. You serve this to anybody. You know what they're going to say?
Where'd you get that recipe? This is fantastic.
This idiot I watch on YouTube wrote another New York Times best-selling book.
Well, holy cow, that's an excellent recipe. Can I get it?
Yeah, you can buy it over here.
And you go to the link and you buy it, okay? That's what's gonna happen. Yeah! I'm a stallion. It seems to me, I literally can't cook anything that tastes like dog shit. Hello, everybody, with you and me and you and me. And what are we cooking today? Today we're making a Thanksgiving butternut squash. We're gonna stuff a squash like we would a turkey. First of all, I hate all those like tofurkeys. I love tofu. Why can't we just cook vegetables the way we would cook meat, right? So why don't we take a butternut squash, stuff it out. Are we stuffing it out? Are we stuffing it in? Are we stuffing it out or are we stuffing it in? Well, today we're gonna learn. What is it? Chapter 3, page 110. I think I'm a genius for this one. I think I'm a genius for all of them, but this one particularly. So, no longer will vegetarians have to submit to the tofurkey or mock meats. I'm just gonna stuff a squash with amazing buttery bread and herbs and roast and serve with thick mushroom-based gravy. You'll be the hottest vegetarian dinner host ever in the whole universe. I'm sure some veggie people have done this. If not, here you go, you absolute freaks. Ah! When I was making this book, I was like, what the fuck? I had this thing and I was like, I gotta make, like a whole roasted something. And we had some butternut squash and then I put stuffing in it. I was like, I wanna just tie it and we're gonna truss it like a little turkey. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna melt an entire pound of butter. It seems like a lot of butter, doesn't it? It seems like a lot of butter because it is. It's a full pound. Let's cut up some onion. We're gonna put that in with the butter melting. It's okay if the butter's not even melted all the way, just throw it all in. It's almost like equal parts onion and celery. Boom. Leaves and all, put that in. We got butter, a lot of friggin' butter. You don't even have to use the butter actually if you don't want to. Use just a little grapeseed, a little sunflower oil. You can use olive oil even if you wanted to. Now, we're gonna take a sourdough loaf. It could be a day old, no problem. Because I wanna cut this pretty small, actually, because the butternut squash itself is relatively small. It's not like you can really stuff it in there. We're gonna just keep cooking this until it's nice and translucent, 10, 15 minutes to really cook it out. I gotta pull some of the butternut squash, so we're just gonna cut this in half, okay? And we're gonna spoon out the inside, and then we're gonna take out some of the butternut squash itself. So I just use my spoon in almost like a melon ball style, and we're just gonna scrape out a little bit. We get all the seeds, all the belly out, then we just make pretty much a trench. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this back a bit. We're gonna have some stuffing exposed like this. And now we have that little beautiful crispy edges for the stuffing. Get a box grater. And these are just small kind of pieces, and then we're gonna be able to incorporate into our stuffing so nothing is wasted from the butternut. I'm gonna take that and just put that right in. We're gonna cook this for about 5 minutes. Just stir this in, here we go. So we got some chestnuts, you can chunk them. Just run your knife over the chestnut. So take like a big handful, add that in as well. And now we're gonna add our seasoning. So we got just some sage, some thyme, some oregano, some nutmeg, some mace. We're just gonna stir that around. Some really nice those classic dried herbs. We're gonna season this with some salt and some fresh cracked pepper. We're gonna put our cut up sourdough into this, okay? And now we're gonna add our stuffing mixture, all the butter. We're gonna add just enough liquid, and you almost want it to be a little soupy. All that bread is gonna soak it up. We're gonna take some fresh parsley, and I'm just gonna chop that up a little bit, just a rough chop. I'm gonna do a little cleanup here. When we come back after Homestyle Cookery, we are gonna have a nice tidy little shop. We're gonna stuff our squash, and we're gonna have a great time, okay? See you guys soon. We are back! I'm Matty and MATHESON. Welcome back to Homestyle Cookery. Okay, so here we fucking go. So we're gonna stuff down our stuffing. Some fresh cracked pepper in there. There's already a lot of seasoning going on, but I'm just being, I like a little bit of salt. And we're just gonna fill the trench. Da-na-na. And the thing too that's gonna be sweet about this, the butter's gonna bubble up. It's kind of get really nice and juicy here. So I'm gonna truss this out. Cut a couple strings here. We're gonna tie it 4 or 5 lengths. So when you're tying a knot on something that moves and that's buttery, you want to go up and under twice, okay? Want me to show you a secret? Let me show you a little secret too. Because the skin, we can make a little divot, like a little slice, just in the skin on this one part, because it's kind of tough for it to kind of sit on. I'll get some scissors, and we'll just cut off any of the excess. So So what I want to do is just put one big old scoop back in the bottom. And I want this to be that nice, charred, even burnt. A little bit of burnt on the outside is gonna be perfect, don't worry. Here, we're gonna make a little nest. Just put this down, ba-boom, there we go. It ain't going anywhere anymore. So we got the oven preheated at 375, okay? We're gonna put it in, it's gonna roast the outside of the skin, it's gonna cook through that beautiful butternut squash and steam out that stuffing, and it's already cooked, it's beautiful. So now, let's put it into the oven, boom, look at that. So let's make some gravy, guys, come on. All right, so we gotta make a fucking gravy to go with our beautiful, beautiful butternut squash. So I'm just gonna take 1 spoon of that, equal parts butter and flour. We're gonna melt that up quickly. We are gonna add poultry seasoning or our butternut squash seasoning. We have our thyme, rosemary, marjoram, sage, nutmeg. I have some beautiful, just some really easy mushroom stock. In our book, we have the mushroom stock available as well. This is kind of like a blonde roux. I want to get some real nice color and some nuttiness from that flour. You can switch to just a whisk, and you're gonna keep stirring this so it doesn't burn on the bottom. We're gonna add our seasonings, give them a little wake up. Now, we're gonna add our mushroom stock. You gotta bring your gravy up to a boil to see how thick it's gonna be, okay? It's pretty thick. We're gonna add the rest of our stock, and this is gonna give us a perfect gravy consistency. We're gonna add a bunch of fresh cracked pepper. We're gonna add some salt. And now we're gonna bring this back up to a boil, because once again, every time we add a little bit of liquid, we have to bring it up to a boil, so then, guess what? We can see the consistency and see if we need to add any more. Here we go, I'm gonna try our little gravy. Oh. Now, we just have to wait till our butternut squash is finally roasted. As soon as that's roasted, we're gonna bring it out and we're gonna carve up our butternut squash right after this. It's perfect! It's perfect! This is perfect! So inside the butternut squash, like the flavor of the butter and the beautiful, oh, look at this, crunchy stuffing. Oh, cut the little twines. Oh, look at the skin. The skin's nice and crackly. It's gonna be able to come off very easily. It's just like a little, oh. So we have our beautiful buttery stuffing. We got our plate here. We got our portion. Imagine, you know, some salad, some mashed potatoes, whatever you want. We just are gonna peel the skin. Look at that, just peels off. Got my beautiful gravy. Didn't we make this gravy together? And now we pour. Oh, we pour the gravy. Oh, just a little bit. A little wipe, just a little wipey. Fresh cracked pep, I always do it. I always do it. Would you rather have a tofurkey? Or would you rather have just beautiful vegetables stuffed with a beautiful stuffing filled with chestnuts? This is something that makes sense. To me, this is something that is classic and beautiful and timeless and vegetarian. Shall we cut in? Ooh, ooh, look at this. A little stuffing. This is an amazing dish. This tastes, the butternut squash itself still has like some integrity. It's incredibly flavorful. All the butter, all the seasoning from the stuffing going into it. It tastes incredible. Another job well done. Home-style cookery. I don't know if it's the greatest culinary cookbook, home-style cookbook ever, but it's mine, and it's from me to you. I just need you to go buy the book because the book is fire. It's full of recipes like this. This is beautiful. Lots of vegetable dishes, lots of meat dishes, lots of harmony, lots of love. Home-style cookery. Me and you together forever. World peace. I love you guys. 2 belly slaps for you.